What's up, y'all? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. So, I know y'all I'm going to discuss that video about surviving, that whole documentary about surviving R. Kelly. I'm about to get on that, but I have to, I'm just stacking information, okay? But anyhow, since there's an anti-black male agenda, I gotta call out the bullshit. Okay? And this is directed towards Nicki Minaj. Okay? So, recently, right now she got a new man. No. She has a new male. She don't have a man. She got a goddamn thug. Okay? A felon, from my understanding. His name is Kenneth Petty. I think that's his name. Kenneth Petty. And he was convicted of raping a minor, I wasn't sure. I'm like, now that part, he raped a 16-year-old girl. Now, I'm not sure if he was an adult or he was a teenager himself, because I was looking at the sources and I'm trying to understand. Okay, he's a teenager. He was like a minor himself, probably, or probably not. But they tried his ass as an adult. I was trying to understand the reports, because I was trying to understand that part. Okay, he killed another dude. He killed. Now this, at the time, I think this Petty was in his teens, high school age, and he raped a 16-year-old. I'm not sure if the chick was older than him, a year older, or he was a grown man, or heading towards being a grown man. Okay, we could say if they're of age, adolescence, past puberty. Okay, people want to make that argument. Okay, that's. I'm not trying to get into that bullshit. Okay, I'm just going, as it states, legal age is 18. Yes, in certain parts of the world, it's younger than that. We understand that, okay? My thing is this. The fact of the matter is, he was guilty of rape. And I don't think it was, and I think it was more than one case, more than one incident of him raping and committing sexual assault, sexually assaulting another chick, okay? But I am aware that he'd been in trouble with other legal problems, with having a shootout. I don't know. It was basically a fight, but he killed somebody. He killed another dude, another guy, and it was around 2002. Okay. And here's my thing. I don't give a fuck what people do in their personal life. I don't give a damn what you dudes do with these females. If you want to fuck with a hoe, a hood rat, that's on you. If you want to fuck with a chick who you know is married, if you want to mess with a chick who hit the wall and you are a loser's choice, which I do not agree you doing, that's on you. Now, if someone's is considered legal age, I don't agree with you doing that. Okay? Same with you women too, because y'all do it too. But it's like the media just handles y'all with kid gloves when it comes to female pedophilia. Or women sleeping with underage boys, underage young men, younger men who are minors, who are considered minors, okay? It's like they handle y'all with kid gloves when it comes to women sexually harassing men, sexually assaulting men, or being violent towards men, abusive towards men. They handle this society handles females, especially that Caucasian female, with kid gloves. Especially, they handle women with kid gloves on every goddamn thing. And with black men who are victims of being violence towards women, being violent towards a black man, it's okay. Sexual harassing a black man, sexually assaulting a black man, raping him, drugging him, raping him, for shaming him to having sex, coercing him, forcing herself on him. That's okay. Or if he doesn't fuck her, she's gonna lie on him. But that's okay, right? Okay. I don't know. I forgot what I'm doing. I forgot what I was doing. So excuse me. I'm driving, as you can see. With Nicki Minaj, she had a lot of choice words because people called her out on her bullshit, and they have a right to. This bitch talked about sexism. She talked about misogyny. She talked about the no means no, the so-called no means no that these bitches are full of shit of. But that shit don't apply to them. And then when they got a dude that they're kind of feeling, and he respects that, they think he's a bitch because he respected her wishes and respected her space. So you think the dude is soft. Or you think because a dude, you told him to do something or requested him, or you told him to do something and he does it, he's a doormat. Or he's too nice. You know what I'm saying? That type of dumb shit. It's funny how Nicki Minaj had talked about sexism, domestic violence, and women, and men being violent towards women, but you're dealing with a goddamn dude who's violent, who's a goddamn criminal, who's a goddamn thug, a goddamn rapist. Nicki Minaj, what the fuck is wrong with you? What, you're that damn thirsty for dick? It kills me. Chicks like Nicki Minaj, them pick me bitches, pick me. She's a pick me. Women talk about, Nicki Minaj having all this, giving all women, these young girls, all this advice about men. And she's never been married. She's never had a family. She talks shit about black men all the time. She has every misandric and quote-unquote white female supremacist, condescending, racist, misandric remarks towards black men. Those racist talking points. Those misandric, black male bashing, anti-black male talking points about black men. When she did that, when she disrespected Malcolm X and his family, his wife, Betty Shabazz, and Malcolm X's children, wife and children, with that disrespectful anti-black man video, looking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what this bitch did. That's what this self-hating Trinidadian, because let me tell you something about some of these Trinidadian chicks. These bitches, these Negro females from the islands they got that same type of they got that same type of attitude as a other ethnic woman of color. That honorary white female attitude. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Them Latinas. I'm not talking about I can kind of throw the Afro Latinas to an extent, but mainly Mexicans. These East Asians, these East Indian chicks, these Arab chicks, who think black people ain't shit too, black men ain't shit too. But at the same time, they got a similar mindset as a racist, misandric, quote unquote white female. At the same time, they have a nasty, disrespectful disposition towards black men. Don't want to fuck with a nigga in public, but at the same time, they'll sneak around, and then when nobody's around, they want to hit on him. And then when then when somebody finds out, she want to yell rape. Or he's the aggressor. He pressured me into having sex. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. That type of bullshit. Especially them Caucasian bitches. Then you got these black feminazis who are obviously, on the down low, got them lesbian tendencies, but mainly they're a goddamn swirler. Goddamn bedwitch. And Nicki Minaj, knowing that industry and knowing them Jews, them Caucasians, and the other Caucasians, them so-called Jews, she's a goddamn bedwitch. She got self-hate issues. Always trying to look like a Caucasian female. Always trying to be white. But talk about she's so down. But she got weave. She chops her face up, bleached the fuck out of her skin, ratchet as hell. Always emulating white females. White females. White, quote-unquote, so-called white women. You know what I'm saying? Has the same nasty disposition towards black Americans. That same Negro peon from the islands, that foreign Negro peon from the islands, bigoted, honorary, white female, racist, misandric attitude towards black men. That, she got a similar mindset as a white female, a Caucasian female, and an honorary female of color, who's an honorary white supremacist female of color. You know what I'm saying? A colonized-minded, at the same time slave-minded, wannabe white supremacist female. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj, she said a lot of disrespectful shit about black Americans. Talking a lot of these Caribbean Negroes need to shut the fuck up. Just like these Africans. They think they're better than black Americans. Let me tell you motherfuckers this. Let me tell all you bitches this. And you sons of bitches. You goddamn coons. You foreign bitch-made Negro peons who worship the colonizer. You are who are also slaves too. If you're from the islands, you were actually bought. You were bought and sold to the other colonizers, the other Caucasians who conquered those lands, like the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to have several goddamn seats and shut the fuck up with that ignorant bullshit. You want to look down on black people, but as Donald Trump said, your countries are shitholes. Y'all think y'all better than black Americans. You shit on black Americans. All the motherfuckers. Okay, let me explain. I'm cool with some of these. I'm cool. I got Caribbean. My dad's from Jamaica, but I understand how they get down and how they look at black Americans, even though he married a so-called black American woman. Now, my dad is Jamaican, but he married a black American woman, but he has a lot of nasty, disrespectful shit to say about black Americans. But he's benefiting you Jamaicans, right? Even if you're first generation. But even if they're second or third or fourth generation, y'all on that coon shit. Same with the motherfuckers from Barbados, Cuba, the West Indies, you know what I'm saying? Trinidadian. Y'all Negroes think y'all so fucking better than black Americans. You Africans, same with you Africans, you think you're so goddamn better. But let me ask you a question. Why are you here? Why are you in America? Kick it cut. 3Ks. Don't get that shit twisted and fucked up. Y'all. You have a lot of shit to say about black people, but you cut black people's throats to get ahead. You sew black people out. You use black people like everybody else and cut black people's throats to stab us underneath the fucking back, throw us underneath the goddamn bus so you can get ahead. Same with these Afro-Latinos and Latinas. Them Puerto Ricans, same thing. Do the same shit. Y'all want to look down at black Americans, but if it wasn't for black Americans paving the way, you would not be benefiting you would not be benefiting off of us and getting fat off of us and getting wealthy off of us. You would not have the so-called freedoms that you have, which is a goddamn illusion. Y'all got a few privileges, but you ain't equal to the colonizer. They're letting you know right now, like Trump and the Trump administration are letting you know they see you as a nigger and y'all got in your feelings when he said the Jamaicas, the Caribbean countries, the Barbados, Trinidad, all them black countries in the Caribbean, Bahamas, Puerto Rico, shitholes. Y'all got in your feelings. Then you want black Americans to help you. And Trump said a lot of disrespectful, racist shit, and all them other Caucasians came out their mouth and expressed how they feel about Africa, the Virgin Islands. You got these Caucasians racist as hell, but they want to go to these black countries that they call shitholes and get that black dick and get that black pussy and hang out with black folks, but be racist as hell. I don't understand that logic. But I digress. I mean, I'm not even trying to figure these motherfuckers out. You are better if it was. I mean, Nicki Minaj, you said a lot of this in the past. You have said a lot of derogatory shit about Black Americans, especially Black American men. And I have issue with your hypocrisy and bullshit, and you're full of it. You're a goddamn feminist, a black feminazi. You're just like the Jamila Ngamuse, Jamila Ngamuse, Amber Phillips, who's still in hiding ever since she got that nigger wake up call when she was flying from Charlotte to DC. Remember that? I was hoping the police would shoot her ass down. I'm not lying to you when I say that. With all the ignorant shit she said, all the coon shit she said, all the misandric, disrespectful shit she said about black men. But I don't get called out by a lot of you sisters. A few of you call it out, but a lot of y'all silent. Y'all turn a blind eye to every fucking thing that happens to black men. And then when y'all get your nigger wake-up call with these Caucasian supremacists, especially with these white males, but I'm talking about specifically these white females that turn on you who are feminists, who claim to be feminists, but they fuck you over. And they still stay loyal to their white male counterparts. Okay? Nicki Minaj you're a goddamn hypocrite. You talk about misogyny and all that stuff, but you have all this you have all this vitriol, all this hatred for men, for black American men specifically. You said treat men like dogs. Yes, I looked you up, bitch. I saw what you. I paid attention to how you disrespected Malcolm X. First of all, if it wasn't for Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, I could say Marcus Garvey. You know, all those other men that you shit on, you would not be. Sorry for the interruption. I got a phone call unexpectedly. So, I mean, Nicki Minaj, I mean, you said all this stuff about black men and black Americans. A lot of this disparaging remarks. You even insulted black American women. But you claimed about but you want to talk about this black sisterhood. Then all of a sudden you want to talk about womanhood. This bitch is confused. You talk about, and then you want to talk about black issues, but you don't like being black. You lighten your skin. You cut your face off. You try to look so Eurocentric and it simulates. I don't understand these. I don't even understand black American females, but I don't understand and get some of these Negro females who are from the Caribbean and from Africa who are always trying to emulate white females and worship white males like a motherfucker. You're no different than these Asian females. You're no different than these Mexican females. These other Latina females. With that fucked up mindset. Thinking that white is right when it's dead ass wrong. We have showed y'all over and over again that is dead ass wrong. But because y'all have been so colonized, those other brown folks, we don't have a black and brown coalition, by the way. Hell, when it comes to black people, so-called black people, we don't even have a black diaspora coalition. And we need one, to be honest with you. But the thing is, I don't understand these females. I mean, even with some of these dudes, but see, I can see, but we can still. But here's the thing: with brothers from Africa, so-called Africa, and the black indigenous people from here, I got part of that DNA. Black people from the Caribbean. I mean, I'm part Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Nobody noticed it until I start, you know, speaking. You know, I guess when I start communicating with a woman, I'll say from a woman who from Jamaica, Barbados, the Virgin Islands, and start talking about certain cultures and share my knowledge. Then sometimes they don't even believe me. They think I'm lying. LOL. Okay, but okay. It's like a lot of us black men, regardless if we're from the Caribbean or we're born from America, or were originally black Aborigines in America, in the Americas, North and South. You know what I'm saying? Mainly in North America. You know what I'm saying? And from Africa. You know what I'm saying? And even as far as Asia, Indonesia, no Asian countries, and Thai, and there's black folks who look like me who are from Asia, but I don't get talked about. Don't confuse those mulattoes or the original black folks from Asia, because black people, the first people were black, and same with Europe. Before that got basically brutally colonized and stolen. Black people from Europe. Did you know the term Europe, when you take the EU out, actually the so-called continent of Europe, which is not really a continent, was named after a black queen. See, y'all, and even when I say that, a lot of y'all don't want to look up nothing. Y'all don't want to research who the fuck you are. Y'all come up with these goddamn excuses, and I'm not going to try to go off the subject. Even when y'all do that Ancestry.com or try to look it up, you want to claim everything but black. I mean, the self-hate is a motherfucker. But I want to stick on the topic of Nicki Minaj dating Kenneth. I don't give a fuck what she's doing. But here's the thing: Nicki Minaj is a goddamn hypocrite. You want to see when you got called out, Nicki Minaj, about why you dating this sex offender, this registered sex offender, this dude who is convicted of raping a minor. Rather he was a minor himself, or an adult, or close to being an adult, a legal age adult in the States. Then he got other offenses of sex crimes, domestic violence, getting into fights, getting in trouble with the law. You know what I'm saying? Killing somebody. Doing time for that too. Having multiple arrests. A criminal record, felonies, you know what I'm saying? But you said all this, it's like, what I don't get about you, Nicki Minaj. Help me understand. You talked about this dude, I wouldn't be surprised, beat up on women. Then then all of a sudden, you bitches like you all of a sudden say, well, women do provoke men and blah, blah, blah. Then honestly, see, when men like myself have said that women have a tendency to provoke men and get out of pocket and get out of their place and want to get in our lane and get in our way and want to square up like they're a dude, want to step up to a man and get in his face and talk shit and lay hands on a man and expect the man not to retaliate. Then all of a sudden, I'm wrong for saying that, or I'm justifying women being victims of violence, and they're not a victim. If you hit a man first and he hits you back, no, you're a perpetrator, and that dude is the victim, and he actually defended himself. I don't look at when men hit women, especially when they're being provoked, and the man feels threatened because this chick is acting crazy, being crazy, and going to lay hands to do harm to him, and even try to kill him. A lot of times when someone tries to do harm to you, they're trying to kill you. And then this man retaliates and does not try to handle you with kid gloves and treats you like a dude and beats the shit out you or even kill you. Then all of a sudden you want to cry, these women are victims of violence. No, that's not being a victim. She's the perpetrator, and he is the actual victim who defended himself, and you happen to be fucked up or dead, all the above. Okay. Then all of a sudden, when you got called out for messing with your new boyfriend, Kenneth, petty, and and all these so-called, whether they are fans or not, you got called out on Instagram. People start commenting. All of a sudden, you say, "Mind your own business." Else nothing. You don't tell me how to. You don't tell me how to run my relationship. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know what you. I forgot what you said word for word. You don't run my life. You can't run your life. But bitch. But wait. But hold on here. But hold on here, Nicki. You just said no. You don't. Nobody has the right to tell you who you can and cannot be with. Okay, I agree with you. At the same time, you have no fucking business being a goddamn hypocrite and telling other women what they should do and not do in their lives. You have no fucking right to tell other women, tell young girls especially, what they should and should not do, and give them all this advice on men, but you suck at picking men. You choose the wrong dude on purpose. You don't want to deal with a man's man. You don't like guys who are nice to you and respectful. You think we're bitches. You think we're soft. Yes, I dealt with chicks who came out of their goddamn mouth, regardless of ethnicity. But since I deal with black females, whether they are domestic and foreign, y'all talk that dumb shit. Oh, you're soft. You're too nice. Oh, I like you as a friend. You're such a nice guy. The right girl will come along. What the fuck? But you were bitching about you can't find no good man. There ain't no good men out here. Niggas ain't shit. You were talking all that dumb shit. You still talking that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? You talk all that dumb ass shit. And then you want to give advice about warning women about these certain dudes out here. But the thing is, here's the thing. Wait a minute. We're trying to warn you about the dude that you're saying, and you ain't trying to hear it. Most females ain't trying to hear it. Most females don't like being told the truth. Y'all say y'all talk about men being dishonest and lying. Last time I checked, when men tell y'all the truth, y'all cannot handle it. Y'all go ballistic. Y'all get violent. Or y'all say some dumb shit. Well, I ain't giving you pussy. Or you just reject us. Or you just kick us to the curb. The minute we tell you something that you don't fucking like, we tell you what the fuck you need to hear, and we show you what you need to see, and we tell you what the fuck you need to know, you have an issue with that. Or you're saying I'm too harsh. You say, first of all, you have an issue. You said when a man tells you the truth, he's honest about who the hell he is. Confident in who he is. You want to run away like a bitch. Like a pussy. You want to be a pussy. I already know you have. Actually, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Pussy is really a derogatory term. It's vagina, but these women, the way they treat their womb, they treat their private parts, they have no respect for thyself. They have no respect for their own body. They don't respect their mind. They don't respect their body, but they expect dudes to respect them. That don't make no fucking sense. Nicki Minaj, you're a goddamn fucking hypocrite. You said all this disparaging shit about black men, especially black American men, and talk about, and then all of a sudden, when people, especially other women mainly, talk about he's a rapist and stuff, then you want to talk about, then all of a sudden you want to get dismissive and say, well, sometimes, maybe she was exaggerating. Maybe she was lying. Me personally, here's my thing. I am interpreting how she's responding. She didn't say it like full blown. She ain't saying it like I'm saying it, but she has said it on the slide. I could tell when women say certain things on the slide, I can pick up on it real fast. That's what scares the shit out of them. A lot of these women, a lot of women, and a lot of Western women are Westernized women. I think she's born and raised in Trinidad. She was born in Trinidad, but she got Americanized, Westernized. What I've noticed, when women find out that this dude is highly smart, highly intelligent, it scares them. They think a man is intelligent based on how much money he has. They think a man is intelligent because he went to a university. That has nothing to do with intelligence, and that damn sure does not have nothing to do with common sense. That's how dumb you bitches are. When Donald Trump tells women they have a low IQ, especially women of color, black women specifically, that they have low IQs, he's right. Anytime you worship the colonizer, every time you assimilate, every time you compare yourselves to those cave beast bitches who birth these cave beast males who are racist and thugs and terrorists, who are sons of that bitch, that cave beast bitch, then you have a low IQ. Every time you worship Caucasians, worship Caucasian females and emulate them and copy them, even though they're copying you, they're trying to get they're trying to have breast implants to have titties like you, at hips like you, butt implants like you, trying to even kink up their hair to look like yours. Some of them even want to fuck your men. But y'all don't catch it because y'all so fucking insecure. I understand the conditioning of all of us, both male and female. I get it, okay? You know what I'm saying? I understand we all been conquered psychologically, and self-hate is passed down, and racism is passed down. Okay? The fact of the matter is, Nicki Minaj, you're a goddamn hypocrite, and you're full of shit. And then all of a sudden, you come out your mouth and talk about, well, you know how women, sometimes women start shit, and women are the aggressors, and they provoke violence, or stuff happens, or bitch got a lot of fucking nerve. And I think she talked about the Me Too movement, which I'm not surprised if she did. But she's silent when you see all these other Caucasians, Caucasian males, and even Caucasian females who are busted for sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, sexual assault and rape. And then you have all these other non-blacks. But black men are the primary target to be called out. And when it has been proven that a lot of these accusations are false of black male celebrities being guilty of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, sexual assault and rape. A lot of these chicks are liars. And there's proof that states that. The bottom line, bitch, you are full of shit and fuck you. The fact of the matter is, you're for you to talk, and then you talk about dudes being lazy and bums, but you're with a goddamn bum. So basically, let me get this straight. A good man, you have a different set of rules, but at the same time, you want to friend zone his ass, and put him in the that firebox. Breaking, that glass that says break in case of emergency. No, what this bitch is going to do, she's going to be by her damn self again, get burned, and talk all that dumb feminazi bullshit. Like she's been doing for the last 36 years. She's 36 fucking years old and still don't fucking get it. Basically, you're desperate. You're thirsty. You call dudes thirsty, but it's okay for you to be thirsty. You're thirsty and you justify it by your poor decisions. Because I'm pretty sure there are some good suitors. There's a lot of good black men to be specific, who are on point, had it together, but you felt threatened because you don't want to be told what to do. You don't be controlled. What the fuck are you talking about? When you women say you don't want to be controlled, but you want men to lead and help, and you want men to lead and provide and be in charge, but you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to be like you remind me of these dumbass teenagers, these spoiled white suburban teenagers. Okay? I'm grown when it's convenient for me. But when it's time to have grown ass responsibility and be personal responsible for thyself and be self-efficient, all of a sudden you want mommy and daddy to bail you out of your bullshit and provide for you and spoil you rotten and give you shit without working hard for it and earning it. Miss me with that bullshit. You got a lot of fucking nerve, bitch. You get mad when people tell you what to do, but you want to tell everybody else how they should live and what they should do in their life. But you're not even practicing what you're preaching and teaching. This bitch is full of shit. You're gonna see the light. And guess what? Let me tell you something. 10 years from now, when she's 46, she's gonna be by her damn self and still unmarried. She might be a single mother. Who knows? But she's gonna now all of a sudden she wants these good men, these dudes who she said they're too nice. These nice guys who are boring and not fun and exciting. They're not tough. Now she wants to clean up. Now she wants these good men that she turned down. Now she wants these good men to check for her and take her and be that cleanup man and save her from her bullshit. When will y'all bitches learn that men like myself we ain't doing that no damn more? We're not going to be a loser's choice. Wake the fuck up. Peace.